to have you back.
It's
nice
good
to see you.
Man, you were talking about Miley Cyrus. You know, here's the crime, Dave, is so many people got ignored while she was twerking and getting all that attention. Like,
Wait a minute, was she twerking?
What?
You said twerking. Was she twerking or twerking?
You know what? I'm too old probably to say it right, but I think it's twerking.
Oh, twerking. Twerking?
Yes, yes. That's what the kids say, twerking, right? Hey, she raised a few eyebrows, you know.
That's not all she raised,
Yes,
my
it
friend.
did.
Ah,
Yes,
come
it
on,
did.
come on, come on.
Run in.
Come on. See?
But, you know,
Wow. It's the kind of stuff you're going to see on his show.
But here's the crime. People like Taylor Swift got totally ignored that night. And this is a girl who that night met a guy in front, started dating him, broke up with him, went to the bathroom, wrote a song about him, and won for that song that night. And she got ignored. You know? She got totally ignored. Yes. And the thing that David mentioned that they talk about in the neighborhood is how flat No, ass was.
No, I didn't mention that.
Yes.
I didn't mention that.
Achy, breaky booty, Dave.
Yeah, that's right. So you were just dying to get back on the air, aren't you? You have been... Just let me back on the air.
Yes, and watching you makes me...
Yeah, well, I can understand that.
If you are at home for 20 years fixing turkey bacon every morning, and then I turn you on and you have Jay-Z and Eminem on the roof.
Oh, yeah.
I had to come back somewhere.
You had to come back.
Now, your show, a wildly successful show on the air for 5 years, and then you stopped doing it, which is, to me, everybody says, well, why would a guy stop doing such a successful enterprise? What was the story on that?
I had no idea. You know, I mean, when I first left, I knew something was missing from my life, and I came here, and we talked. It turned out that my life needed balance. I eventually had a kid. You know the joy of that.
Oh, my God. How old is your son now?
My son is 13.
13 years old, just into teenage years.
Yes.
Oh, is that good or is that crazy?
It's kind of good. I mean, I'm at that place now where I'm starting to look like my business manager calls me and he says, does your mother like the song All I Want for My Birthday Is a Big Booty? You know that song, All I Want for My Birthday Is a Big Booty Hoe, or something like that.
Wait a minute, your business manager called you?
Yeah, because that was on her iTunes account. And I said, my mother is 80, my mother's not, and I realized my son, my slick son, the songs I tell him he can't have, he's putting on her account. Yes, so it's getting good now, Dave. It's getting good.
Is the kid funny?
Yes, yes. Here's a crazy thing. I also I decided to look at all these songs about big booties and stuff. And I realized he has Jerry Seinfeld live at Carnegie Hall. I don't have to go on Jerry Springer now. That proves he's my son.
Yeah.
You know? I don't have to get Maury Povich to do a test.
Yeah. Well, good for the kid. So you just got tired of doing the show? Is that what happened? I mean, we all get tired of doing the show.
Yeah, you know, I don't know if it was tired. I just wanted to balance my life. I thought I wanted to do other things, and I did.
Yeah.
I raised my kid. Every now and then I would do a project. Mr. Moonves, a friend of ours.
Man who owns the network.
Yes, indeed. Yep. I mean, I always say my three idols are Martin, Malcolm, and Moonves.
Wow.
Because,
wow.
because there are times I could call him and say, I just want to do something, and he'd put me on a show and let me do something. But there's nothing I love like this.
So this is, I mean, you certainly haven't lost any energy. You are ready to go, my friend.
Yes.
And you're going to, now here's what bothers me. I hate it when a guy gets a show and comes on the air. I just hate it.
Yeah.
Because that makes me and Paul look bad. You know what I mean? I mean, you got the Jimmies. They all got shows.
Lots of Jimmies.
Lots of Jimmies. You got Jay. Who knows what he's doing? You got Conan, and then Queen Latifah now is getting.
Yes, she has a daytime vehicle.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Or show.
And now you, and just go easy on me is all I'm asking you.
You know what? I'm actually not even in your league, Dave.
Oh, stop it! Oh no!
I'm going to do a little show for the people that don't have one.
A little show for the people who don't have one.
Yes.
We'll be right back with Arsenio Hall. Gentlemen, welcome back. Nice to have you back here.
What a building, Dave.
Oh, it's a tremendous building.
That building, man. I remember it as a kid growing up. Like sometimes I'll look in my audience and I'll see somebody famous and I'll say, Dr. Dre, stand up. That came from this building, from seeing Ed Sullivan say, there's Diana Ross. Stand up, Diana Ross. You know, remember those days?
Yes, I do.
Gosh.
I mean, it goes on, and even before the Ed Sullivan show, before it was the Ed Sullivan Theater, it was a living, breathing Broadway theater where musicals were performed and all other manner of theatrical production. So this building has a long, long storied history, including pre-television.
Yeah, somebody, as I was on the elevator, somebody said, elephants in the basement, and they laughed. I don't know what that means.
I don't either.
Okay.
It may be, I don't know, is that an old show business expression?
I think Ed used to have elephant acts on the show, and they would bring them down the basement. That was their green room.
In the basement, yeah. Now, what kind of a show will you be doing? Will there be elephants on your show?
I have no basement. But my, you know, it's the same show, Dave. Less hair, less shoulder pads.
No, let me just ask you about that, because it's none of my business. Yes. But if you were to take off the hat, what are we looking at?
A little gray.
That's all right.
Yeah, I got a little gray in there.
Let me see the whole.
Now this though,
you look like a kid. You look like a kid, for God's sakes.
My friend bought a team.
Oh, Mr. Johnson.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, doing very well, as a matter of fact.
Yeah. Now he kept me doing things, you know, like you know, when you're not doing a show every night and you get bored, like I had a tendency to get in every documentary I could. Like
just to FaceTime?
Oh yes, because just to do something, you know. He came here to promote a legend,
Larry Bird and Magic Johnson, the documentary. It was wonderful.
I was in it.
You were in it, not in it. You were all over it.
Yes. I would call people, anybody doing it. I was in like the Granville Waiters Spud Webb documentary. You know, I'm like, because there are times when you just want to muse. Yeah. You know?
Now, you're painting a different picture. My impression was that you had done this successful show and just decided to walk away and do other things. But there's a little tinge of desperation and perhaps neediness, which I had never associated with you.
Yes, I'm like rain host. I'm sitting up at night watching Jay-Z on your roof, man. You know, and rocking. And sometimes I'd go to a Laker game, but before I go to a Laker game, I stop and grab George Lopez. And to be on his set, it's like seeing an old girlfriend. You know, I mean, I love doing the show.
His set, as I recall, was like a shopping mall. It was enormous.
It was a big set.
Yeah.
It took a while to go say hello to his musical director.
Yeah. Now, what kind of show will you be doing? You say it's just going to be the old show, but that's not necessarily the case, is it?
Well, I don't change. I'm the same guy. It'll be the same guy put into this world of talent.
Returning to this world.
Yeah. And the Miley Cyrus twerking world, you know. Robin Thicke instead of Alan Thicke sometimes.
This is fascinating because one of your first television jobs was on the Alan Thicke show.
Yes.
The Thick of the Night.
Yes.
And now, like you just mentioned, years later, Alan Thicke's son is like one of the biggest musical stars in the country.
And it was cool because back in the day, if Gloria Loring, his mom from Days of Our Lives, or Alan Thicke was on, you would see Robin and his brother on the side. And I would talk to him sometimes. Robin would say, like, I'd like to come back when you have Gerald Levert on. He would mention soul singers when you have Johnny Gill on.
Really?
And even then, this little boy knew he was the white Marvin Gaye. He was on that road. He knew exactly who he was. You know?
Well, that's true. Well, you know, there's a lawsuit, a dispute about the song. Is it Marvin Gaye or is it not Marvin Gaye?
Yeah.
You got to give it up.
Yeah, you remember that, right? Doom, boom, Dun, dun, dun.
See, now this is the difference between you and me. I remember it, but I can't do that. I can't sit there and be my own orchestra. I'm sorry.
What kind of music do you listen to? Do you love?
Well, it's right over there, my friend. Right over there.
Greatest boss. Thank you, David. And Arsenio was a great boss to his band as well. Played them up every single night. You loved your band.
All right, now listen, check your local listings. When does this thing begin?
Monday night, sir.
Monday night, a week next
I'm only going to do a half hour from 11 to 11:30. When you come on, I'm signing off. That's true.
No, his mission is to put us out of business. It premieres Monday night. Check your local listings. Arsenio Hall, ladies and gentlemen. Good to see you again. Good luck with your show.